Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How has everything been? Yeah, my name is Kololowa Shegun Bright. I'm the business support officer for Shokeni Solution, your number one IT company in Accra and Ondo State at large. So, welcome back to another session of our webinar that focuses at helping small SME business improve and also individuals grow in their career. So, today we are back on another interesting topic. Now, before we go in, let me ask a quick question. As a business or an individual, have you ever experienced this kind of issue whereby you close a deal with a customer or you offer a service to a customer and you feel like this customer has the potential to be a long lasting customer, but all of a sudden they don't come back. Like after the first day, they don't come back. So that's what we'll be talking about today. My topic for today is the topic we'll be discussing today actually is why most SMEs fail to retain customer after first purchase. Why most SME fail to retain customer after first purchase. You see, the core problem is actually very simple. It's actually very simple. Customers do not come to like the major reason why customers don't come back to get from you, it might not even because probably the product is not good enough or probably the product is default or bad. But I feel like there are four elite tests that will determine whether a customer will come back after the first purchase. The first one was that did the value was the value met, like did the business deliver the potential value. Number two is friction. Was the process of you delivering that product or you delivering the service full of ups and downs or it went smoothly? Number three, in case there's ups and downs, how fast were you able to resolve it? How fast were you able to resolve it? How fast were you able to give response? What is your response time to complaint made by customer? And number four, is there reason to return back? Does the customer, how should I, what is the assurance that when a customer buys from you, they will have a particular reason to come back to you to get something from you again? So you have to understand that short means a failure to buy again. You know, we have to let me okay now today let me just classify this business into two. We have the subscription business and not subscription business. Now for in subscription business, it's very easy to detect it. Probably maybe you're running an app, maybe your service is on providing a service like that or Spotify or something where you pay, after a month, the customer is meant to like resubscribe again, but all of a sudden they opt out. It's easy to detect. So that one is based monthly. And for most SME, for like salon, e-commerce stores, restaurant, clinic, is different. So you have to understand the benchmark. It varies. For example, you are running a salon, a beauty salon, and probably your target audience are around ladies of probably in school, university girls in the public school area. You understand that at least they are expected most girls will want to touch their hair, plait it again once monthly. So you discover that the lady that came monthly, I mean, you people chat, you discussed probably lady stock, and you feel like, okay, based on the connection I have with this lady, she should be able to come back probably within 1 month. And you discover 2 months, 3 months, she's not back. Then you know that there's an issue. Or you are into selling of what can I say? Maybe someone came to meet you, someone was with you are selling building materials, and you just realize, okay, they're just starting their house, starting a building project, and they have started. So the first set of material was from you. Basically, you know that okay, this set of material won't finish what they're planning to build. So automatically, we're expecting them to still come back for me to get more material. And later, I discovered that no, they did not come back. So you discover that there's an issue also. And you have to understand that this benchmark varies for different business models. It varies solution business monthly, software as a service company. At least they'll be looking at probably a 6 month interval, 3 month interval, 12 month interval. And e-commerce, these probably people I feel like experience the issue of not being able to retain customer after the first sale. Now, this issue is not that there are preventable reasons why by customers do not return. The major reason is required the customer do not return can be something very simple. Number one, we know that at least the one we might be familiar with, product quality problems, poor onboarding, slow customer service. I mean, the customer complain or a customer reach out to you, it's after probably within 24 hours, you're not able to get back to the customer. No Pricing that feels unfair. And now I feel like most business, this is what we do have. We feel like once we are able to like give someone a high price and they pay for it at Jello, that we make it. Are you getting me? But that feels wrong because number one thing you are trying to do is that I can always see it for businesses when you are trying to build a business, what you are trying to build is like you are trying to build a group of believers. That people, even when you are not there, they will defend your business to the core. So by giving them a fair price, automatically you're expecting them to come back because no, let's assume you give them you got someone for something about let's say 100,000 naira, and the person was able to get it around 60. And now, meanwhile, the original price you should have sold it was 60%. But because okay, you feel like okay, this person is someone I can easily scam, you put 100. No, for most businesses, you feel like this thing is nice, but it has the back effect. Number two, we have delivery issues, especially e-commerce. I know most, not all, at least for small companies that are just starting, they might not have their own delivery company that help them. Most of them go with this bus, especially in Nigeria and Akure, we transport through bus, and most time there are always bus issues. Probably the drivers, driver misbehave sometimes. But the major issue I feel like I have experienced is that most customers don't feel like at least there should be a sense of responsibility on them, even after the goods with the driver. I've seen situations like this whereby the customer will just shout, the seller will be like, I'm not the driver and the way I create gimmicks and all. You become a driver now. Are you with me? But the fact is that if you should know that if the driver should misbehave, it's not the driver that's having the bad effect, it's your company or your business or your brand that is having that's at the receiving end. So even if the driver misbehave, even if it's not your fault, at least you still be okay. There should be some sense of belief, okay, can still quickly respond, sorry for this, so. We will look for way to. Are you with me? Now, then another reason is expectation mismatch. There's difference between poor quality and expectation mismatch, whereby you are delivering the exact thing you want to deliver, but the expectation the customer has for it is bigger than what the product actually is, which is why proper explanation is needed when you're actually in a product. Then I think another one we have to look up to, which we have to look into, is setting a clear response time for customers' complaint. Your business, at least, I feel like your brand should have, how can I put it? There should be everybody, at least all the customers should know that if there's a particular issue that is reported within this social amount of period, they will have gotten a response. Are you with me? They should have been a response. Okay, they have gotten a response. I know that okay, Teba and Color, if I should buy something from this brand and there's any issue, I'm sure that if I should message them within the next 24 hours, they will have been looking for a way to solve it. Number two, and if you are running a e-commerce website, and lastly, if you are running an e-commerce website also, you have to check, is there any issue with my, like the means of probably the pay to cards or Google Pay? You have to check, is there an issue with it? Like checkout, is there any checkout payment issues? If there is, you will solve it. Probably you have to change it. Do you get? Probably you have to change it. You have to work on it. Now, behavior forces make small failures bigger. You see, a bad experience can create regret, reduce trust, and make the customer switch. See, customer intention is not only operational, it's psychological. After buying, some customers start wondering if they make the right decision. I feel like most time we call it post-purchase regret. And I feel like this is very common to what's the name? Women. I mean, I have a lot of it. I feel like some married people can relate to what I'm saying, whereby sometimes the wife will buy a particular product and it's called that it's there for a period of time, they don't use it. And within the women also, they'll be like, why did I actually buy this product? Do I actually need it? So for every product someone is buying from you must be able to give them a reason why they will need it. And even if it's follow up, you call them. It's a small business, so you should at least you should be able to even if it's like once a month, you have to like give a call to your customers have hello, the goods you buy from us, how is it? How is it going? Show your in-law dada. Like shown love that are you able to use it very perfectly? And they're like, I haven't used it since then, self. Okay, you follow up. Why? By doing this thing, you reduce the amount of time you are meant to use for it. These are the benefits. You support them. And by that during that period, I try to like at least build a form of loyalty within them. Okay, then okay, this person care. Let me use it. Doing that, if I'm going to bring any other product again in the future, they'll want to buy it. But what in a case whereby even the one they bought previously, they are regretting it already. If there's any product you are bringing, they won't be able to. They'll think twice before trying to like contact. Okay, I want this thing. So SME should try to build real values, and you have to understand that retention tactics only works when they match to the cost. Um, how will I put this? You see, there are some problems that calling will fix, that loyalty and discount program will fix. A customer is having issue with customer service. There's no amount, or they're having issue with unfair pricing. There's no amount of discount price you will do that's again that trust. By the time, even if they are watching that, probably you are won't even ask or community that seen the ad, they are telling the person beside you that this company is a scam. So these are things you should look into. And now, if you are talking about all this, there should not be. I feel like one of the major things you have to look out into is that there should be diagnostic checklist. I mean, if a business owner cannot answer question like how many first time customers buy again, when the customer drop off, what complaints are linked to those customers, or what customers say about our price and services, then I feel like if any issue in that business is not even an issue of marketing problem now, it's not a structural problem. That's one of the reasons I think for the past webinar, I do talk about that us as Shokeni, when a business come to us for advice, one of the things we mention to them is a CRM software. And if you have been following me, you know I've explained CRM software quite a number of times. From your CRM software, you'll be able to see, okay, I mean, I know it might be hard manually for you to keep track of customers buying, but you have the list of the customer there. You know the last time they purchased. You have your contact info. From even the service, they can be linked to your social media outlet. So that when there's a complaint, you can see directly. So I feel like this is something that every business should have. And now there should be like a retention check. Check it regularly. I'm see if you don't know the problem, there's no how you will solve it. If you don't know the problem, there is no how you will solve it. So the best thing you have to look at customer, you have to try to follow up. Because if you are able to get to that first thought whereby you able to sell the product to the first man the first time, they come again the second time, they come again the third time. I feel like those customers have a chance of being a long lasting customer. Because I feel like by that time the trust will have already be there. So overall, customer retention is only about getting people to buy again. It's about making the first experience strong enough. So you always make the first encounter you have with any customer strong enough that they want to come back. And now for SME, the best way to grow is not even always by chasing new customer, but by keeping new customer and making it hard for them to even leave you. So those new customers will even work on more. But you are still unable to retain the current customer you are having, and you are even trying to chase new customer. It might not even work out. So in conclusion, I just want to know that there's little problem that even there's no amount of discount or loyalty program you run, it won't fix some issue, especially like the one we just discussed today. So I hope with these few things I've mentioned, you're able to get a list of what to do and how to retain customers after first purchase. So number one, you check up regularly. You know them, okay, these are the customers that don't buy, these are the customers that are buying. And then, like I mentioned, we can use that to the CRM software we I mentioned recently, which you can get from us at Shoken. So next time, I think, till next time we meet again by next week, Wednesday at the same time. I hope you are all well. Once again, my name is Kololuwa Shegun Bright, the Business Support Officer for Shoken Solution. Alagbaka Akure. Thank you very much.